the game today and the performance?
First of all, credits to them. The way they showed themselves here today. Of course, before this game starts, you watch a few games of them and then you see they're not afraid to press high, not afraid to play 1v1, but then you always wonder, will they do this at Anfield as well? But they definitely did. So they were not afraid. And their playing style is also when the goalkeeper has the ball to play it long. So that is not different. It's not that they stole this from the team we played last week. That's just their style. So I think they showed up in a very positive way. And for us, it was all about the players that haven't played that much yet to give them playing time and give some playing time to a few youngsters.
Notably, Rio. Well, when did you make the decision that he was ready to come into the side, and how do you feel he repaid that belief that you've shown in it?
Rio who?
Guma.
Oh. I think he's been with us now for half a season. Every time when he comes training with us, we see that what his qualities are. So he can dominate 1v1 situations. He's very quick on his feet. He can change directions really fast, and I'm always happy if a player makes his debut that he shows what we see on the training ground as well. So it was, so the fans could see it, and I think the fans liked what they saw. You could feel this in the stadium in the first half already, and when I took him out on the reaction of the fans, I think we could see that they liked what they saw as well. So special day for him, making a debut, win, and he will sleep well tonight, I assume.
And Federico, he looked desperate to score from the moment he came on and finally got his first goal for Liverpool. So what's the next step for him?
Yeah, Rio was lucky that Federico wasn't with us in the last 2 days because he was sick. Otherwise, Federico would have started, of course. Now he could play 45, so we could bring Dom 45 minutes, bring him out, and then Federico. I think it's nice to make your debut. And if you've made, for Federico, of course, not a debut, but if you've played for this club already, then you want to score your first goal, especially in front of your own fans. And that's what he did now, so that's a good next step. Let's not get carried away too much, because although I liked the way Accrington Stanley played a lot, it is, in the end, a League Two team. But it's definitely a good next step for him to be available and even score a goal.
Chris?
Yeah. That is definitely true. But if a player is fit and he doesn't get the chance to show it, it's also a frustration. So the only moment a footballer how should I say this in English? So the best part of being a footballer is playing, doing well, and winning. And if you don't play because the manager makes different decision or you're not available, that is always difficult for every player, because every player wants to do what he loves most. And even I would love to play still, but unfortunately that is not possible anymore.
Thank you.
Hi Arne, just on Trent, you've obviously had quite a lot of questions about him recently, but can you talk about quality of the goal?
I can talk for hours about that, yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah, I think the biggest compliment Trent could get was the reaction of everyone after the United game. And you look at me like, huh, what are you saying now? Every player around the world, maybe except for a few, have bad games. And that's completely normal. But the moment Trent has a bad game, everybody has an opinion about him. Maybe that has to do with the contract situation. I don't know if that wasn't there, if everybody reacted in the same way. But maybe it's the biggest compliment that you can get if you had such a great first half of the season. And you don't play a good game against United. That was clear for me, for the fans, for you, for all the analysts who saw the game. But many of them were quite hard on him. And maybe that's the biggest compliment you can get.
Arne, just on that, do you feel it was important to give Trent a chance to sort of get out there? Because obviously he's the only player who started last Sunday, starting today. Did you feel it important to let him go out there and concentrate on the football rather than the noise that's been going on around?
I do think that is important, but that was not the reason to play him. The reason to play him was that Conor Bradley came back from a hamstring injury, and 2 days ago he played his first minutes against Tottenham Hotspur. I think it's a bit known for everyone how our flight was during that night, so we couldn't land here in Liverpool, so we had to go to Birmingham. We came home really late, and for me it was too big of a risk to play a player that had a hamstring issue 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks ago, 2 days after the Tottenham game. Yeah, and then the only other available fullback is Trent, and as a result of him playing, I think it was good for him to play again in our own stadium, to feel the reception. Is that the way you say it? Reception of the fans again. That was already fantastic when we played Tottenham, and that was also, again, I think, special for him today, and that will only help him and us. Because if you want to do special things during the season, we have to do it together. Not only the players with the manager, but definitely the players with the fans.
Well, last one.
What's your rating for Jayden Danns' performance when he come on? And is he someone you think could go out on loan this January?
The last thing I don't know at the moment, to be honest. But I think what I like most about him and with most of the academy players is the mentality they have. So that's a big compliment for him, but definitely also a big compliment to our youth academy, because if you are a youngster and you come to the first team, sometimes you are used in a way that you might not expect, or although it's common in football, but you are then playing with the other team that has to copy sometimes the team we face over here. Sometimes you are in a different position, so for him he's a striker, but if we play 11v11 and I make the choice to play Jota, then on the other side Darwin is playing as a 9, so he has to play as an 11 or as a 6 or whatever position we need him. But he will always, like the other academy players, give all they have, and James McConnell is also